All right, everybody. Here I am again, the Florida man in Ohio. Huh. You know what really burns my ass? Well, a flame about 4 feet high. But, that makes no sense. But anyway, I just can't, I've been sitting here thinking about this whole situation. I understand how a young girl could be upset and scared if she thought some older man said that about her. And I didn't say that. It's all good. But, I really liked working at Chandler's. But whatever. I know who said it, and that's all right. I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but they could play in the Lollipop Guild. It could be a munchkin. But it's all good. That was never said, so I know I never said it, so it's whatever. I wish I had reacted a little differently, because there's one person I said something to when I left. Really, the only person that really had my back there the whole time, and I said something horrible to the person, and I really am sorry, and I hope they watch this video, because I apologize for what I said. I did not mean it. It just came out because I was angry. I felt like when you guys walked up on me, fucking GM, you, and a fucking police officer, it kind of pissed me off. And nobody even asked me what happened. Nobody even asked anybody else in the kitchen that was in the kitchen when I was yelling at myself, asked what happened. So that's why I got pissed off, and I really apologize. I'm sorry. If you hate me, I understand. But enough of that. That's all done. That's over. Just sitting here thinking of what I should talk about, because I love to talk, especially when I take a shitload of pain pills and take a lot of dabs. But it's all good. Stop! Talking to my cats. Anyway, got 20 of them, but that's a different. I can talk about that later. But yeah, I was just in there thinking about, growing up in Florida and Cocoa Beach in the 80s and 90s. Had a blast. We did shit kids did. Threw rocks, poked dead things, BB gun fights. I just got my BB removed after like 40 years, like last year, out of the back of my head. But we did a lot of shit. We had a lot of fun. We're not like kids nowadays, which I understand. Times have changed. But the only thing that really grinds my fucking gears is we have to give a fuck about everybody's feelings. Fuck off. And we have to identify everybody else's mental disorder. Suck a dick. Do not care. I have my own to deal with. I have my own issues, which are most self-imposed, but hey, whatever. But yeah, the dudes in Ohio, they're great, man. A lot of my friends are younger dudes, and they're awesome. They're awesome fucking people. But these chicks up here, man, they're definitely not like Florida chicks. They're just so uptight and so like, oh my God, he's old. He's a creeper. Give me a break. They think if you drive a van, you're a fucking creeper. This world's just insane. But I don't know what story to start with, but I have a ton of them. I have all kind of different genres of stories. There was 20 of us growing up in Melbourne, Florida in 1985. There was 20 of us. And 17 were dead before we were 50. Various drugs, drug-related accidents, trying to cross a road in Orlando at rush hour, stupid shit like that, blood diseases, cocaine overdoses, heroin overdoses, drunk driving crashes. There's only 3 of us left. And I'll say their names. It's me, Leo, and Keith. And that's it. And Ray, but he's kind of gone. He lives in the fucking woods in Melbourne doing some fucking shit. Who fucking knows? But yeah, we had a blast. We were called the Yahoo Crew because we used to run into stores, take like 20 cases of beer and just run out and yell Yahoo. We did that shit for a long time. I know it was wrong, but hey, we're fucking kids. We're having fun. But we used to take a lot of acid too. A lot of fucking acid. And there was one time, I think it was like 1991. Me and my boy were driving down the road in my old 80 71 Camaro, tripping balls. And we stop at a fucking Jiffy store. And my friend starts looking at this fucking chick and keeps staring at her and keeps staring at her and keeps staring at her. So I go in the store and get what I fucking need and come out. And he's staring at this fucking chick, and she comes over by the car, and he keeps staring at her. Then I'm like, dude, and then he reaches over and he gives her a big old kiss and he grabs her. And I was like, dude, are you going with me or are you going with her? He was like, shut the fuck up, get in the car. So I got in the car, I'm driving down the road, and like, what the fuck is your problem? We're just having fun. And he's like he's wiping his lips, looking real funny. And I was like, was that a dude? I was like, you just kissed a dude. I was like, oh my God, I was laughing so fucking hard. And if you knew this guy, He's from Brooklyn. Done fought him like 6 times. Knocked him out once. He threw me from a moving truck once. You know, and I was laughing so hard. And he's like, you can't tell anybody. I'm like, sure, dude, I'll never tell anybody. When we get home, it's like 6 in the morning. Everybody's tripping, having a good time. And I walk in and I scream, Ray kissed a dude. Oh, it was fantastic. That's just one of the little side stories that happens to us. He tried to kill me, but it was all right. Just dumb shit. Like I said, Mom taking me to see Jaws when I was 8 fucking years old, living a block from the beach. I had the same color raft that fucking kid had. I was fucking freaked out. I didn't go in the ocean for 2 years, and that's no lie. Didn't go near it. I was scared to death. You know, my parents were fantastic. My dad was an alcoholic. Drank and drank, but he flew airplanes. He drove race cars. He used to own the Triangle Standard Station right there in Cocoa Beach where A1A splits. He owned that for years, right where the Glass Bank used to be. And he was the best mechanic I'd ever seen in my life. I don't know how he'd be now, but back then he was amazing. Yeah, he was just one of them rough and tough. He was like Red Foreman from that 70s show, but an alcoholic. Yeah, but he dropped dead when he was 49. So, but I don't. I mean, if you guys, I mean, I got sex stories, jail stories, criminal stories, trying to break people out of jail stories. I mean, people dying stories. I mean, I got 4. I mean, okay, I've been going to jail and getting in trouble since I was 15 because I'm fucking stupid. And it's not my parents' fault. My dad tried everything in the world to keep me out of that, but he died. So, he lost that. The other thing I really regret is when I was younger, when I was 15 and 16, I already had University of Florida scouts watching me play baseball because I was a good baseball player. I was good at baseball. That's why I love it so much. But, you know, after my dad died, I have never played baseball again, which is kind of sad because that's not his fault. That's my fault. But, you know, I'm kind of glad he's dead. You know, he died in 1983. Because if he was alive today, are you fucking kidding me? This world, he wouldn't understand it. I never understood him. My dad was a racist motherfucker, was in the KKK, and motherfucking born in Indiana. And he came to Florida in 1960, and his best friend was black. His name was Jim. He was a janitor at my elementary school. Then he was a janitor at my middle school, and then he was a janitor at my high school. And I remember after my dad had a motorcycle accident and couldn't walk anymore. And I was sitting outside and this big old Cadillac with horns on it pulled up. And this black dude gets out wearing a bolo tie and a western suit and a cowboy hat, and it's freaking the janitor. The guy, apparently he owned like 6 apartment buildings in Daytona Beach or something. He was rich. He just liked working with kids. And he was my dad's best friend. I never understood that. But you know, he always let me choose my own choices. He never tried to push anything on me. That's how I became a Braves fan. Because I was a Reds fan for 13 years and he told me I could like whatever team I wanted. So I picked the Braves. I only had 13 channels and TBS was 13. I saw the Braves and the Hawks. And unfortunately, I became a Hawk fan. I don't ever want to talk about that. But I don't know. Just let me know what you want to hear, man. I enjoy talking. It helps me. It makes me feel better. I mean, I got some crazy shit. And you know how much shit I know about where I worked at for 8 years? The shit I know about people? Because you know what? I do talk a lot, but I do listen very well. That helped me in prison, helps me in life. I listen well, and my memory is fucking amazing. I'm like a fucking elephant, and shut the fuck up. But anyway, I could get that place fighting in 5 minutes. I mean, I don't know if it would be right. But you know what? Sometimes I just don't give a fuck. I mean, really? And the shit I've done in my fucking life? Like, I'll give you, my sense of humor is very dark. Okay? And I hope y'all don't hate me for this. When we first started working at Chandler's, we have something called a smothered chicken. Well, I referred to it as a Casey Anthony. And everybody freaked out on me. Except one girl. She thought it was funny as fuck. But my sense of humor is just dark. I try to find humor in everything, like even my pathetic little life. If I didn't laugh, I'd put a bullet in my fucking head right now. But hey, just let me know if you want to hear any more. I mean, I'll post another one tonight. I don't know what to talk about because there's so much shit. I mean, they really can't do anything to me because they're all fucking dead. So, but let me know if you like this. I mean, I can rant I'm better when I'm angry, so why don't you say something to piss me off? But if you like this shit, like and subscribe and let me know. Thanks. Have a good night.